This is not the first round or the last round, it's the final round. Pound for pound and 168-pound king Canelo Alvarez has signed a big money 2-fight deal with DAZN. On May 7th, he'll move back up to 175 pounds to take on champion and unbeaten Dmitry Bivol. If he wins that fight, he'll be back in the ring September 17th for the trilogy with longtime rival Triple G Gennady Golovkin. You just never know what's going to happen in boxing, and Saturday, February 26th was one of those days. Undisputed 140-pound champ Josh Taylor took on unbeaten but relatively unknown Jack Catterall. Taylor fought in front of his hometown crowd in Glasgow, Scotland. Taylor was outpunched, outfought, dropped, and somehow managed to escape with a split decision victory. He announced after the fight he's going to move up to welterweight, where the rumor is he wants to fight champion Terrence Crawford. Crawford made his feelings known on that potential matchup. Later that night, unbeaten 130-pound contender Chris Colbert was dominated by 22-1 underdog Hector Garcia. You just never know in boxing. Garcia was absolutely dominant, dropped Colbert in the 7th round, and won a wide unanimous decision. Last week, February 19th, Amir and Kell settled their long rivalry in the UK, and it was Kell who dominated the fight. He wobbled Khan a few times in the first round. There was never any doubt that Brook was going to win. Referee finally stopped the fight in the 6th round. For Amir Khan, it appears to be the end of the road. For Kell he's breathed new life into his career. By the way, here's a fight for Kell. How about Keith Thurman? That same day, February 19th, former junior middleweight champ Jaime Munguia had a fight in his home country of Mexico. He knocked out Demetrius Ballard in the 3rd round. He's an exciting fighter. He's fighting at middleweight now. Let's see where he goes next. And on February 25th, 1964, that is when a new era started in boxing. 22-year-old Cassius Clay took on the heavyweight champion Sonny Liston. Cassius Clay was a huge underdog, but on this Tuesday night, Cassius Clay took Sonny Liston apart. After 6 rounds of drama, Sonny Liston did not get off his stool for the start of round 7, and Cassius Clay was the new heavyweight champion of the world. He would become Muhammad Ali the next day, and it was the beginning of a new chapter and a new era in boxing. In a sad situation outside the ring, war has broken out in the Ukraine. Russian troops have invaded the country, and former heavyweight champions Vitaly Klitschko and Vladimir Klitschko have vowed to fight for their country. This past week, there were 2 big birthdays in the sport. Happy birthday to former pound-for-pound king Andre Ward and one of the greatest to ever do it, Lloyd Mayweather Jr. Ward was a champ at 168 and 175 pounds and retired unbeaten at 32-0. Mayweather dominated the sport for 2 decades, took fighters' purses to a new stratosphere, and retired with 50 wins and no losses. He always showed up in shape. He was always prepared to win. He always figured out a way to win. He was a once-in-a-lifetime talent that we were lucky enough to see compete in the ring. We'll end this show with a little more history. February 24th, 1989, the day the legendary Roberto Duran became a 4-division champion. Duran took on the middleweight champion Iran Barkley. Duran was 37 years old. He was supposed to lose this fight, but he just added to his legend. These guys went to war. They went back and forth. Duran dropped Barkley in the 11th, and he went on to win a split decision to become the middleweight champion of the world. That's it. That's the bell. The final round for this week is done.